The greatest rivalry in Dragon Ball history is not what you think. It's actually Bulma versus Dr. Gero. And why? Because Gero is the one who originally ends the timeline with no interference of time travel and other retcon BS. So in a true original timeline, he would actually be the greatest villain because he just kills everybody and ends the whole universe because he's able to make himself stronger than Frieza, as we see as 19 and 20, right, when he makes himself 20, but also he's able to make beings that are way stronger than Frieza, like 17 and 18, and even Cell, of course. So he's able to just dominate the whole timeline with his creations, and nobody can deal with them because they would need the antidote heart virus from the time travel. They would need a warning about them to train extra hard, right, from Trunks. So without all that external influence, this is the subliminal battle that's going on. You needed the time machine made by Bulma. You needed all the sort of Capsule Corp creations over the years, right? So it's like whoever's technology is greatest. So there's this kind of Cold War technology battle going in the background. Bulma makes a time machine to counter the fact that Jiro makes the androids, and all those years that Jiro is working on the androids in Cell, Bulma is also working on all these other devices that come into play that help them travel dynamic and that help them become more powerful, like the training chamber with the gravity. So Bulma is the technological genius on the good guy side, and she makes the Dragon Radar. And so it's her technological prowess versus Jiro's, and who ends up being more impactful actually ends up being the biggest help. And if Krillin wasn't a moron, right, she made a remote that could have deactivated 18 and solved that problem. So she certainly gives them their chances. So look at the whole storyline as a technological battle between those two in the background subliminally that actually does have such a major impact, because remember, Jiro actually wins the timeline. Even though he dies in the process, his creations actually win the timeline, and only because of Bulma's time machine are you able to actually go back and fix it in a different timeline. But he's the OG villain that actually wins.